Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be 5 things you need to know if you get your hair colored. These are things that you need to be aware of, things you need to do at home to make sure your hair stays healthy, and just my overall lessons for hair that has been chemically processed. So if you want to hear my 5 tips for this, stay tuned. All right, so we are going to talk about these things that I have learned over the many years I've been doing hair and over the many years I have gotten my own hair colored. You all know I'm obsessed with changing my hair, so I'm pretty much a pro at this by now. So the first one I wanted to talk about is avoid using heat when you can, and when you do, use a heat protectant. You want to think of heat protectants as like a sunscreen for your hair. When you go out in the sun, you're at the beach, you're at the pool, you obviously put sunscreen on to protect your skin from getting burnt, and you want to do the same thing for your hair when heat styling. If you are doing flat irons, curling irons, blow drying, on your hair every day after getting it chemically serviced, and you're not using a barrier to protect it, that is what's going to cause the most damage over time. So even if you do not leave the salon with any hair loss, your hair feels great after getting it done, what's really going to cause the damage over time is consistently using heat on the chemically processed hair. So I know that avoiding heat tools is really hard. I don't think I could even do it myself, but I always make sure to use a heat protectant, whether it's a leave-in that I use before my blow dryer or one that I mist on before I use my curling iron or my flat iron. This is just a really important one, and it's such an easy way to ensure that your hair stays healthy after you get it colored. All right, so the next one I have is Olaplex. We all know that I'm obsessed with Olaplex. They sponsor our classes. I have used them for years, and I'm pretty sure every single hairdresser on the market uses Olaplex because it is the #1 thing that's going to help your hair. I don't think I have ever met a stylist who does not believe in Olaplex. We all know that deep conditioning treatments can be really great for your hair to add hydration and moisture, but they are not going to repair your hair. In the past, there has never been anything that can repair your hair. Usually you just have to cut off those dead ends and move on. You can use certain products to kind of add the moisture back in, but it's not going to fix that damaged hair. Olaplex is the closest thing that is going to be helping the damaged hair. It basically repairs the disulfide bonds as it's lifting. That's why there are so many different steps to Olaplex. So there's the #1 that you add into your service. So if you're highlighting your hair, you're going to be adding that Olaplex #1 into your lightener, and those bonds that are breaking, they're going to be healing while the Olaplex is working. So you have the lightener on your hair, that's breaking open the disulfide bonds, and then the Olaplex is going to be putting them back together while your hair is processing, and that's unlike anything else on the market. That's not what a deep conditioner can do for you. Olaplex is truly the one and only when it comes to this, and they of course have take-home treatments. So the #3 is what you use on your hair, and it is not a deep conditioner. It's a treatment that's going to be doing the same thing. It has the same technology as #1 does, and it is going to help repair those broken disulfide bonds as time goes on, especially if you're using those heat tools on your hair. You want to make sure you're using Olaplex too to repair your hair over time. So Olaplex is truly unlike anything else. I'm obsessed with it. It's patented, it's amazing technology, and it works. So if you are getting your hair processed, whether it's balayage, highlights, color, whatever you're doing, if you're putting chemicals on your hair, you need to be using Olaplex. So make sure your stylist is using it, make sure you have it at home. It's going to make a huge difference, and it's something that I have believed in for years and will continue to believe in. All right, so all hair color requires maintenance. So you go to the salon, your hair looks amazing. Let's say you ask for an ashy, icy blonde. It looks perfect, and then after a few weeks you've washed it, it gets dull. That's just part of coloring your hair. The hard water, if you have it, is going to strip the color, and the more you wash it, the more that toner is gonna fade out, because to get icy blonde hair, or pretty much any tone of blonde, you have to tone it to that color, and those toners are not permanent. They're demi-permanent, and they're only meant to last so long so that it's not penetrating your cuticle and putting permanent color into your hair. So when you get your hair done, it's really important to upkeep with maintenance. That means going in to see your stylist for glazing or toning maintenances, either in between your appointments or every few months or every few weeks, whatever your schedule looks like, just to refresh that color and kind of keep it bright and vibrant, or using purple purple shampoo at home can also be a way to maintenance your color at home if you are blonde. Purple shampoo is going to counteract the yellow tones you get as your hair fades, and it's going to be a way to refresh your hair in between your color appointments. So make sure that you are taking care of your hair at home by using the right products. If you're using a purple shampoo, you want to make sure it's sulfate free. Sulfates dry your hair out like crazy, and purple shampoo especially can contain those sulfates, which can be very drying on your color, your extensions, and you want to avoid that. But if you're using the purple shampoo, probably once a week is good. You're going to be able to keep your blonde bright, shiny, healthy looking, and it's never going to get too dull. But if you would rather just go into your stylist to get a toning refresh, you can also do that in between appointments as well. I think a common misconception with extensions as well is people wonder why their extensions start to fade after a few months, and it's because the extension hair is human hair, just like your own hair. It has been processed to get to this color, just like your own hair, and because of that, it will fade over time, just like your own hair. And I think that we get questions about that because people are a little bit confused, and it's actually a good thing that the extensions fade because it does mean that it's human hair and it's reacting exactly how your natural hair would. So you have to do the same thing with your extensions. Glazing maintenances at your move-up appointments, using purple shampoo, and making sure you're taking care of these as well so that they are staying the perfect color for you. Avoiding hard water, bad chemicals, bad products, that's all gonna help have your extensions hold color just like your own hair. That kind of goes hand in hand with using the right products for your hair. I know that getting your hair done can be so expensive, whether it's extensions or color or whatever it is that you may do. If you're going to someone experienced and good at what they do, it does sometimes come with a hefty price tag. It's always worth it, but because of that, sometimes it makes it a little bit harder to buy the right products to maintenance your hair, and I totally understand that. But I try to explain to my clients that using the right products on your hair is like insuring your investment. You just spent all this money on your hair, getting it done, it looks perfect. If you use the right products, that's an insurance policy to make sure that your hair stays nice, healthy, the color stays looking good. But if you don't use those right products, it's going to start dulling over time. It's not going to be as healthy, and then your investment isn't as worth it anymore because it's not looking as good in the long run. So make sure you listen to your stylist. Go off of the products that they recommend to you. Anything professional and sulfate free is always going to be my go-to. I love Kevin Murphy, Living Proof, Unite, or Bay. All of those are my favorites, and honestly, a little bit goes a long way with those products. They are luxurious and expensive for a reason. They're gonna last you a long time. They're gonna do amazing things for your hair, and you really are gonna notice the difference, especially if you're using like drugstore shampoo right now. When you start using professional products, you will see why all of us stylists make sure that you guys know how important they are, because it really does make a difference, and you wanna protect your hair, especially if it's colored and especially if you have extensions. My final tip and trick for taking care of colored hair is getting regular trims. A lot of people freak out when they go to the hairdresser and they are like, okay, I don't want to trim my hair. A lot of times you're scared that you're going to get too much taken off, or it's finally starting to grow and you don't want it to look shorter. A lot of times a stylist and a client can be on different pages, and you never know what kind of haircut you're gonna get. I think every client has had a horror story like that. So you have to make sure that you have open communication, you tell them what you want, and honestly, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just a dusting, a health trim is going to be the best thing for you at every appointment you go to. So whether you're going in every 6 to 8 weeks or every 6 to 8 months, just depending on what your lifestyle looks like, make sure you're getting a regular health trim. Dusting the ends, dusting your layers, and just kind of cleaning everything up, giving it a shape. That's gonna help the health of your hair in the long run, because trims help your hair obviously look and feel better, but it also helps your hair look thicker and fuller. So even if you're getting a little length on it, those ends are most likely gonna look wispy because it's growing out. If you give it a nice clean trim, even like ½ an inch, it's gonna make it look longer and fuller because of those nice healthy ends. So you wanna make sure you're constantly doing that. And if you have extensions, trimming the extensions just like your own hair is gonna help those last longer as well. I know it's scary, but trust me, a health trim is the way to go. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little something about what you need to do to protect your colored hair at home. Let me know if you would like more videos like this. I have been loving having 2 uploads on my channel a week. I've basically been doing a hair tutorial once a week and then a sit-down video that's a little more educational and informative like this once a week, and I have just been loving it. So let me know what other topics you would like me to talk about, and let me know what you would like to see as far as hair tutorials go as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. All of that is in the description box below, and I'll see you on the next one.